Hey guys, it's MadameWario, and welcome to, I think my first ever crochet stream on YouTube. So it's a rainy day. It's actually cleared up quite a bit now, but it has been rainy all day, which has made all of the coziest vibes for crafting and being creative. And I've been wanting to do a crochet stream on here for like 2 weeks, and it just hasn't happened. I had thumb surgery at the end of June, and thanks to that I'm able to crochet pain-free now, but I am getting strength back in my hands slowly but surely, and I actually did a project that looks like a gigantic undertaking, but it was done over the course of like 2 weeks very slowly, and it turned into something really nice. And because I'm really cool, I forgot to bring it over here. Hold on, let me grab it. Okay, so this is what I made over the course of 2 weeks. This is the very first thing I crocheted out of surgery. I made this teddy bear bag that I'm absolutely obsessed with. I made up the pattern myself. I had made a bag similar to this that is made out of granny squares a couple of years ago. It was all sunflowers, but I made a teddy bear bag and it turned out super cute. It's really and you know, I just did like 1 bear a day at first, and then I started to do like 2 bears, and then I added the square around it. So I'm gonna show you guys how to make an Animal Crossing granny square today, and I'm gonna be using my girl Tutu, as you see modeled over here. She will not look like these bears. These are meant to look more like teddy bears or like actual animals, rather than animated. So I'm gonna be making a little bit different pattern for this, and kind of explaining how this works and how I came up with this. But this is basically the start. The start to this is what we're gonna be making today. So the foundation of this is also what I used for my Mario Party minigames blanket. If you ever saw that, there are videos of it on YouTube on my channel. If you just look up MadameWario Mario Party crochet, it'll probably pop up. It'll be like probably the first thing. But I just wanted to do something thematic. It's the summer. Animal Crossing is my big project of the summer forever, as it was the first project where I really feel like I found my personality was able to shine through, and it's by far my favorite project I've ever done on YouTube. It always makes me think of summer. Animal Crossing and summer go hand in hand, and it's probably the project I'm most proud of in general. And if you guys want to hear more behind the scenes stuff in regards to my Let's Plays, I have a series on Patreon right now, and you can subscribe to my Patreon at your own price. It's name your own price, minimum $1, maximum whatever the heck you want. There is no maximum, but it's a monthly way to support creators, and I have a blog series going on right now called Behind the LP, where I just kind of dive into weird stories or fun little like behind the scenes things that like I've either never shared before, or you know, the reason why I decided to let's play the games that I did, like that kind of thing. So if you're interested in that, check it out. There are 4 entries so far, I think. I'm pretty sure. And on the subject of Patreon, I want to give a shout out to Soul Rock and Roll, who is my newest patron. So thank you so much for your support. And with that, let's say hi to everybody who's here in chat. So we have Phantom Skitty, Stardev94, Sarah, ACB, Darkstar, Tim, hold on. Oh, Big Snacko! Whoa, rainy day! And Aaron, welcome to the stream. So my idea was to make a granny square for each of the villagers that currently exist in my New Horizons town. And Tutu's probably my favorite villager in that town, so that's why I want to start with her. She's just a polar bear, and she's very girly and fun. And right now, I cracked the code on the game. I get very annoyed when neighbors are like, I want to come over. Like, you're in your house trying to design, and they're like, are you home? So, I hadn't played in so long. My house had a roach infestation, and I've just left one roach. He's my buddy that lives in my home forever now. I have to be careful not to accidentally step on him, but it prevents all the neighbors from coming over and showing up, and it's fabulous. So that's my new hack. So dumb. Do I recommend this in real life? No, but in Animal Crossing it's fine. Rainbow Road, welcome. Scottman, welcome. Anybody lurking, welcome. So yeah, we're gonna do this tonight. It's gonna be fun. And I decided to do my banjo bear buns, whatever you want to call them, because we're making Tutu. So I'm gonna, why do I have this named like this? I'm gonna switch over here. So this is my new mat, by the way. I just got this, this lovely little giant mouse pad from St. Jude, for the St. Jude Play Live campaign this year. So this is brand new. So this is a nice little station that you guys get to see. So I'm gonna just, this is the view. I have a better camera, like I have a Razer camera, but I had to go back to the Logitech because my computer is not strong enough to handle both the Elgato camera and the Razer camera at the same time. So, cool. But it's alright. We'll live. It'll be fine. So, I'm gonna start with white yarn. It's gonna be very washed out because this camera's not great, but I will explain as I go what I'm doing. So basically how this works is to make a granny square. Square has 4 corners, math, yay. You need a multiple of 4 to work in. So you can kind of make a granny square however large or small you want. For this I'm gonna be, and this is the same technique I used for that Animal Crossing blanket I made, but for this I'm gonna be making each character 32 stitches around. So that's how that's gonna work. So I'm gonna make a circle. Essentially it's gonna be really easy. But I am gonna go ahead and get started here. Whoops. And if you guys are interested in learning how to crochet, I need to angle this towards me a little bit. Maybe. I'll just scoot up. Okay. So anyway, if you guys are interested in learning how to crochet, I do have some tutorials online on YouTube. Sorry, I'm trying to like get comfortable, so you guys might have to see a bit of my pants and my shirt. Yay, how exciting. Why is this? I need to come over here more. I'm so bad about staying in the camera when I do this. So let's get started. And Alicia, welcome to the stream. Let's go ahead and, wow, what am I doing? So I'm gonna start with a magic circle. So I'm just gonna make a little magic circle here. This is, I kind of start every project with a magic circle, I'll be real. And then in this, I'm gonna chain up 1, and then I'm gonna make 8 half double crochets in this circle. 2, 3, 4, 5, there we go, 6, 7, and 8. And I want to just say that I'm using 4-ply Red Heart yarn, or the equivalent, whatever. Some of these are store brand. But, we are, where are we? There we go. We're already 1 of 4 rows down. Alright, I'm just going to slip stitch into the very first stitch that I made. We're going to chain up 1 again, and now we're going to do 2 double crochets into each stitch around. So we're increasing from 8 to 16. So we're basically just doubling what we just did. And this is super, Tutu's super easy because she's just white. Like there's a little bit of pink on her nose, but we're gonna use like colored pencil to make that. We're not gonna actually like crochet anything, or we might just use a couple like strands of yarn. And then everything else will just be embellished on top. Oh wow, Kit's coming out. Oh, the floor stinks. You guys, Kit says the floor stinks. How could she? Anyway, gosh. I want to say like the last major crochet stream of sorts that I did was for SGM, the Stack Game Marathon, like two years ago now, almost. It's crazy. How's that much time gone by? Somewhere in the blur that was the COVID pandemic, you know? Alright, so I should have 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We're gonna slip stitch to the beginning. I'm gonna cut this little tail. Let me see if I can... Look at how much better that looks with a shadow over it. Let me see if I can zoom in. Do this. I guess I could just... I don't know. Let's see how bad this looks. I'm gonna see how bad this looks. Hold on. It might not look too terrible. Hold on, I gotta start a new music playlist. I'm gonna use my own. How about that? Maybe not. Why don't we just... Crap. Hold on, I gotta reset some things. Let's do this again, because I didn't like it like that. Okay. Alright, there we go. We'll just leave it like that, because as it gets bigger, it'll be easier to see anyway. So, sorry that I'm not super zoomed in, but it'll be fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, now we're going to increase. 3 times 8 is 24, so we're going to increase to 24. We're going to put 2... Sorry, I chained up 1. We're going to do 2 half double crochet stitches into the very first stitch, and then 1 into the next stitch. We're going to repeat that all the way around. So 2 double crochets into a stitch. Or sorry, these are half double crochets, not double. These are half double. Half double crochet. 2 double crochet. Oh my god, I can't say this. 2 half double crochets followed by 1 half double crochet in the following stitch all the way around. You just alternate between 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and that's the whole pattern around for this row. And that'll bring us up to 24. Wow, someone got her food bowl refilled. Now she's eating. Kit's birthday's coming up soon. Kit's gonna be 5. Big excite. She my 5-year-old girl. She's old enough to like go to kindergarten. Anyway. Dun-dun, bum, bum. Dang it, why? I love this song. I mean, I love all of these songs. These are like my top 10 favorite Animal Crossing songs that exist. And so I made them into a playlist, or not a playlist, but a video. However many years ago now. And I've gotten the nicest comments on that video alone, like seriously. Everybody has been so nice on that video. So I slip stitched into the first stitch again. We have a total of 24 in the round. Whoa, there's Pixie creeping. How's it going, Big Pix? Okay, so now we're gonna chain up one again, and this time we're gonna do 2 half double crochets in the first stitch, followed by 1 half double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. So now the pattern is 2 half double crochet, 1 half double crochet, 1 half double crochet, and then you repeat that around. So it's like a pattern of, you know, we're increasing by 8 more. This is the 4th row, 4 times 8. 32, and that'll be our final count. I think for I'm trying to think if I want to add the ears. I think I'll just add the ears separately. I think that'll be better. Okay. So we're just gonna keep going around. What a good song. This is the fitting music for the hour too, if I were playing the original Animal Crossing right now. No, we're not raining. Anyway. Am I gonna be getting... Oh my god, I love this song too. Am I gonna be getting Super Mario Bros. Wonder? I think Odie's planning on picking that game up, so I'll probably just, you know, we can share games now, so he's planning on getting it for sure. So by default, I am also planning on getting it. Whoa, big Odie in the chat! He's also creeping. Anyway, but yeah, that's the game Odie's really excited about, and the Mario RPG remake is what I'm really excited about. And I was generously gifted this game, Mario RPG remake, by Psycho Nacho Man, so I'll be playing that on Twitch when it comes out. And I played it a few years ago for the very first time all the way through. Like, I had rented it when I was 5 years old, and I had not played it at all since. And then I played a full playthrough of it, like, you know, over 20 years later. And it was so much fun, and I was so happy to have it. Did I count this wrong? Crap. Hold on, guys, I may have goofed. 1, 2... I did goof. No! Oh well, I'll fix it over here. How could I goof? Okay, I'll just add a stitch over here. It'll be great. It'll be fantastic. Gotta love when you're not paying attention, so you do funny things. Okay, so now we're gonna slip stitch into that very first stitch again, as we've done with every other row, and this is the full tutu. This is the full tutu. This is the full tutu face size. So now we're going to add her ears. And I think what I might do for this, I want to, okay, I'm gonna leave this yarn connected, and then I'm gonna take my blue yarn, because she has like a blue inner ear. I'm gonna take my blue yarn, make a slip knot, and then I'm gonna be working in the front loop only. So there are 2 loops. I don't know if I can show you this very well on this camera, but there are 2 loops. This is the front loop, this is the back loop. So I'm gonna just be going through the front loop. Normally you'd go under both, but I'm not gonna be doing that for this because we've got to connect the square to this lovely little face. So I'm going to just slip stitch onto the front loop next to where I just ended. And then I'm gonna chain 1. We're kind of experimenting now, so we're gonna see how this looks. I'm gonna do 2 half double crochets right there, and then 2 half double crochets in the next stitch. Then I think I'm gonna try and go around it with the white. That's what I'm gonna try anyway. Let me chain. I'm gonna chain 1, and I'm gonna slip stitch here too, so that it's nice and secure. Then I'll fasten off. Great. We're gonna see how this works. Or if it works. It might. It might not. I don't know. Okay, going into the next stitch, I'm going to single crochet. So just in that space of the front loop. Then I'm gonna do 1 single crochet. Let's do 2 single crochets right there. Another single crochet in the top, followed by another in each of these stitches. Let's see. 1, 2, and 3. Looks like it worked. There we go. An ear. Woo! This is crocheting, you know. Just making it up as you go. That's a lot of what I do. Well, isn't this cozy? Tux, welcome to the stream. Anyway, yes, one of the benefits of marriage is definitely mooching off of each other's games. And we've experienced it a little bit so far, not a whole lot yet. It's kind of like, it's funny. I've sold some duplicates of games where I'm like, I don't really care about this as much as he does. I'll sell my copy, keep his. We've done that a little bit. And we've also, like, Odie is playing on YouTube right now. He's streaming Kirby and the Forgotten Land. So he's doing a first playthrough of that. And I am so happy because now I can talk to him about it once he's done. But and that's our first like shared game, so that's pretty exciting. So I am going to, how do I want to do this? Oh my god, Sparkling Shadow! I could rep my dumb profile! The legend. Best profile pic. Everybody else's isn't as good. Sorry. It's just the truth, you guys. It's just the truth. Okay, I'm gonna slip stitch here. Yeah. I'm gonna slip stitch there and then fasten off. I'm gonna have a weird number of tails to hide. It'll be fine. Snip those tails. I gotta hide this tail. I'm gonna weave this tail in using my good old darning needle. I wish mine was as good. No one's will ever be as good. No one's. It's the truth. It's the tea. I'm just weaving this yarn tail in so it's not stupid looking. Best profile pic combined with the embarrassing name I came up with when I was like 14. I love your name! I love Sparkling Shadow. It gives such a visual. I think it's a cool name. Cooler than being like, you know, David 84169482256 or something. Okay, so we have one ear. You guys see that? Woo! Oh, I guess I should put it this way so you guys can like... Wow, why am I not good at this? Here we go. There's the one ear. We have to add another one now, so I have to remember what I did. So, what did I do? I did a slip knot. I also have to count over how close I want this to be. Say 4 is probably good. Probably. 4 is pretty good. Alright, I'm going to... Did I chain 1 or 2? I don't remember. I don't know. But I did 2 half double crochets in the first front loop, and then I did 2 more in the next front loop. That's what I did. I did 2 more in the next front loop, chain 1, and then slip stitch, and then fasten off. And that's all for the blue. We literally will not need this blue again, so it's kind of funny. Short-lived, but it lived a good life. It was great. Okay, and then I just double knot it just to secure it. Now we have to add the white. And because the yarn is no longer attached, I could have like slip stitched over here, but LOL I didn't, so we're just not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna, again, attach my yarn with a slip knot and then a slip stitch to the front loop of the stitch just before the blue. Then I'm going to single crochet into the space where the stitch is coming out of the like front loop, 2 single crochets up the little chain 1, 1 single crochet in each of the 4 stitches. I have to look at the other side. 4 stitches. And then I did a little single crochet in the space of that chain 1, and then I did another single crochet in the base. And then I think I slip stitched to the next stitch and fastened off, I'm pretty sure. Even if that's not what I did, that's what I did this time, and it looks fine, so whatever. Okay. Snip. Snip. Okay. And now I have to weave in this guy. And I'm just gonna get a head start with my needle so I know where I want to go. Crocheting is so forgiving that you don't really have to know what you're doing. You just go with the flow, and if it matches, it's perfect. You did it right. Whether or not you did it exact, who cares? Looks good. Okay. I remember putting so many X's in my username when that was a thing. My sister did that too, and I was like, why do you have so many X's? And she was like, it's cool. And I'm like, well, too bad you're not. True story. But anyway. I don't think I ever put X's in my name. Because I was just too cool, obviously. There we go. There's Tutu's face. Obviously no, well, it's her head. There's no face yet. We're gonna add the face now. So, I'm gonna use black yarn. So far, I've used colors of yarn that you guys really can't see at all. So, I'll try and do this over the white. I'm also going to start with a magic circle. So, there's my magic circle I just made. And I'm gonna crochet into this the nose. So, what I'm gonna do is chain up 1, and then I'm gonna do yarn over, pull up a loop, 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 and yarn over and pull up a loop, and hopefully that'll be enough. And I have like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 loops on my 11 loops on my hook, and then I'm pulling through each of those. It'll make more sense in a second, I swear. And then slip stitch. I don't know if this worked up right or not. I don't know, but we're gonna find out. It looks kind of wrong. Let's try that again. I'm gonna try and make it a little tighter. I'm gonna do the same exact thing, just a little tighter, so. Don't fret. It's the same thing as what I just did. I just was too loose. Dun 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 dun. Oh god, no. I'm putting too many loops. There we go, maybe. I don't like it. Never mind. Scratch that idea. We're gonna try something else. We're gonna try something else. So what is this knot now? Get out of here. Okay. Let's try something else. What do I wanna do? Or maybe I just need to do less? Oh, I love this song. Maybe I'll try doing actual... You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep the magic circle, but I'm gonna do like a variety of different kinds of stitches in it to give that like oblong shape. So we have a single crochet, half double crochet, half double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, it's too round. Okay, now. See, this is what happens when you're coming up with a pattern. It's like, what works, what doesn't? Okay, never mind. I'm gonna chain 6. No. I'm gonna chain... How many did I just chain? Too many. Chain 4. Is anybody confused yet? Because I know I am. Okay, I'm gonna slip stitch in the second chain from the hook, half double crochet, slip stitch. Great. Now I'm gonna chain 1. On the other side of this chain, I'm gonna slip stitch, single crochet, single, and slip stitch. And then I'm gonna what the heck am I doing? The nose is a hot mess, you guys, but it's gonna look good. All noses are messes at first. Oh my god, why? It's gonna work. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, I just slip stitched into the very first stitch. I'm gonna make a little tail. Big cutie tail. And then... There we go. I'm like, it's finally the right shape. I'm gonna have to kind of stitch it into place a little bit, which is more work than I wanted to do. Also, Stupid Donut, welcome. Koopa Booey, welcome. Okay, so I'm just gonna stitch this into place like so. Like so. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. I had to look at it really close. What is that? What is this little boop sticking out? I don't know. I'm gonna have to hide that. You know what? I don't like this nose either. Screw this nose. I am not a fan. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna take some... I think this was the what I should have done to begin with. I'm gonna take some black yarn and I'm just gonna do this. You'll see in a second. Hold on. Oh my god. Are you serious? There we go. I'm just gonna do this until it's full. Because that's the way to go. Why didn't I just do this to begin with? This is so much easier. Try to be all fancy and like, look, I crochet. That's how I feel when I talk about myself, like, to someone who doesn't know me at all. I crochet. I feel like the thing that comes out way more than it needs to is like, I dance. It's like, oh my god, stop talking about dance. People are gonna be like, this girl is insane. Okay, let me knot this off now. Do. Yeah, this is a much better idea. Good job, me. Okay. Now we have a nose that looks a lot better than whatever I tried to do at first. We're gonna add the mouth too, and this is also just gonna be stitched on. Actually, probably all the facial features are gonna be done in the same fashion, so I'm just gonna do whatever. See where I want the mouth to come out of. Maybe there. For the first stitch. Maybe. Back stitch. You just kind of have to eyeball what the heck you're doing when you're making a face. Or it'll just, you know, there's no great way to be like, do it exactly like that. Like, there just isn't. I feel like the mouth is too deep. Let's try that again. Okay. Maybe I need to go like right here instead. Sorry, I know my music ended, but Sir Wario, welcome. If you don't berate yourself in dumb ways at least a little, then what are you doing? It's true. No one's that cool, right? Okay, I feel like I almost had it. I just need to go over, like, here. Cool. Amazing. And there's her little smile. Why does this look so thin though? Add to the middle a little bit. Let's see if it looks dumb. No, it looks fine. It's fine. Alright, good. Now we can just double knot this on the back. Also, all these knots won't matter because when you make a bag, you add a lining and you can't see any of this back work anymore. So I'm not worried about it. If you could see it, I'd be like, oh, that's why it was so hard to make the Mario blanket, the Mario Party mini games blanket, because there was nothing on the back. You had to work everything to look good in the back. So it was very challenging. Okay, her eyes are very centered. And they're also very... Oh, look how cute it's gonna look! Okay, they're also very, like... narrow, kind of. She narrowed her eyes. I think the first birthday I celebrated in Animal Crossing New Horizons was the one where Tutu showed up outside my door with a literal sleep mask on her face. And I was like, cool. The blindfolded birthday she hates. She hates me. Okay, there we go. There's one eye. Now I'm gonna go in this little right there and make the second eye, and it's gonna be amazing. I think I did 5 stitches in total. 1, 2. Watch these eyes like not be the same size for some reason. 3, 4. Oh, I feel like I need to go in 5. Oh no, I don't. That's... Yes, look at that! Okay, good. 5. Now we're gonna double knot this. Again, you don't want to pull too tight when you do this because you'll warp all the work that you just did, and you don't want to do that. Just don't do it. Just make better choices. Okay. She's looking good. I'm gonna save that little bit. I don't think we need any more black. Probably don't need to save that. Anyway, there's her little face so far. I need to add just the tiniest bit of yellow at this top. At this top. At her forehead. And I might actually try and add a little blush line with some baby pink yarn. I didn't grab any because I was like, I'm not going to use it. No, I am. I probably am now. Okay. So I'm going to just start right here. And I think I'll just do a couple little whip stitches. Like that for her hair. I cut way too much of this yellow. I did not need it to be that crazy thick. Well, maybe I'll do 2 in each spot just to use my yarn because I cut a bunch. Okay. And once again, we're gonna double knot it on the back. And she has a little floof of hair. Great. Yarn scraps out of here. So there's with the little bit of hair now. So we just need the blush line and that's it. Then we can start. Oh, you know what we might do? Hold on, let me take a little bit of white. Okay. Oh, I need to start another playlist. Excuse me, wow. Okay, what? No, let's just see if this one's any good. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm gonna just try putting a little highlight. I might hate it. We'll see. Yay! I'm glad you guys like it. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the process. Okay. This might not work because I don't know that this will even show up. This is so thick. And it disappeared. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Forget it. We're not adding the highlight to her nose. She's gonna be highlightless. Okay, let me grab my pink for Tutu. Okay. I don't need much of this at all because I'm just making a little blush on her nose. But what's it like being talented? I don't know what to say. Thank you for that. I love my many hobbies. I'll say that much. I do love my hobbies. And I'm very proud of what I do, so. Okay, there we go. Sorry, you guys could not see that at all. I'm putting it kind of high up. Okay, so. Putting it kind of high up. I might go over this, like... actually, I'm gonna try 3 times, and if it's too much, I'll take one out. I don't think it is. I think it's fine. Alright. Is this gonna be merch? This could very easily turn into merch. I haven't decided yet, because she's just 1 square, so, like... I mean, I guess I could just sell a single granny square for the heck of it. Actually, that's something I probably could do if I, like, put it into some type of frame. Or I could just leave that up to you guys. I don't know. Would you guys be interested in, like, a single granny square for sale in my shop? Because I'd be willing to do that. Like, that's not something I'd be opposed to. So, because she wears her pink sweater, I have a... This is more of like a hot pink, a Pepto-Bismol pink, which is like my favorite, Barbie pink. I'm gonna use this for her square portion. So this is when we're really gonna see the granny square come to life. Woo! Rainy day crochet! Oh my god, that rhymes! What's up, Slimbo? I've been really loving the Animal Crossing project you've been doing. You've been doing a wonderful job with it. And I didn't realize that the notes that you lost... I didn't realize you lost those notes. That's truly the worst, but... You know. I hate non-auto-saving stuff. Oh, I'm not even explaining what I'm doing. I'm sorry. Hold on, I'll start over. Okay, so... I'm gonna start the same way. Whenever I connect yarn, most of the time I make a slip knot. And then I'm gonna be working in the back loops only of Tutu's face. Now, it would seem like, because I'm making a square, that I would want the corners of the square to be like the corners of her face, even though circles don't have corners. I would want it to be like that. But this kind of bag is worked up into a diamond shape, so we actually want the points to be... We want her face to be in the center of a diamond rather than the center of a square, if that makes sense, like straight up and down. So we're going to start at the very top stitch, which there are 3 right here, so it makes it easy. If there's an even number, you just have to pick one. Doesn't matter. It's not going to make that big of a difference. But we get to go right in the center because it is an odd number. And I'm going to just pull that slip knot through the back loop of that top stitch and pull tight, and then I'm gonna chain 1 as did I just do that? Yes, I chained 1, or I'll chain 1, and then I'm gonna do 3 half double crochets into that same space, and I'm just working the tail in behind these stitches so I don't have to sew anything in later. Okay, I'm gonna chain 2, and then I'm going to do 3 more half double crochets into the same stitch. Okay, so there we go. 3, where am I? Right here. 3. So you have 3 half double crochets, chain 2, 3 half double crochets. So this is our very first corner. We're gonna make 3 rows all together of the square. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna work over the next 7 stitches, the backs of the stitch, so, or the backs of the Tutu stitches. So we have half double crochet in the next 7. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4. This next one's gonna be hard to see, maybe. How did I do this? Okay. I'm trying to find where I connected the ear. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. What did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just go back here. 5. Ah. It's fighting me. 6. 7. So including the very first space I worked into, there will be 8. All this work will be done over 8 stitches total, because 32 divided by 4 sides is 8. So we want to work 8 stitches before we do the next corner. Or work over 8 stitches in total, I mean. Hopefully that makes sense. But I need to count because these ears are kind of tricky. So I need to make sure I have 24 stitches left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22... Oh, okay. 22, 23, 24. Did I do this right? I think I goofed. Okay, yeah. I goofed. I added a stitch where there wasn't one. Okay, hold on. Now that should be right. I'm gonna trim this tail that I was working over. It looks like there's a big gap though, is the only thing. I think that's just because I was very loose on this. Okay, hold on. You know what? I am gonna just do it my own way because it looks cleaner. Okay. Ignore me as I do weird things. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I worked over 8 stitches in total. Okay. Now I'm gonna make my next corner. So I'm gonna do 3 half double crochets, again in the same back loop, chain 2, 3 more half double crochets. Now we're gonna half double crochet in the next 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. This music fits right now, doesn't it? What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to end up like, I might want to end up like 1 stitch over. I guess it won't really matter that much. Let me make sure this is right now. I think it'll be fine. If it's not perfectly straight, it's really not the end of the world. Okay, so another corner. 1, 2, 3, half double crochets, chain 2. 1, 2, 3 more half double crochets into the same stitch. And then 1 half double crochet into each of the next 7 back loops of the next stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now we're to our last corner. So 3 half double crochets into this next stitch, chain 2, 3 more half double crochets into the same stitch, 1, 2, and 3, and then we're going to half double crochet over the final 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. And there is the square, the foundation square around Tutu's face. So there we go. Now I'm going to slip stitch into that very first half double crochet that I made. Not into the chain, but the half double crochet. And then I'm going to chain 1 and do half double crochet in that same space as my slip stitch. And then, or my chain 1, sorry. And then 1 half double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. And now we're back to the corner. So I'll explain how to do this in a second once I catch up on chat. So she's coming together. She's coming together. Okay. It is what it is. Mistakes happen. Thank you. Glad you're enjoying it. Feels surreal to almost have another month done. I know, right? I know it's a long project. Like, Animal Crossing in general is just, you know, takes all the... It eats time. I used to say that because I started my project with the, like, 11 minute restriction. And it was like, I feel like I hit record and it was over. Like, it end recording, like, immediately. It felt like a 2-second video every single day. But it was so fun to do it that way because I was able to get creative and be, like, very selective. I'm just doing this without explaining anything again. Okay, hold on. So, I just half double crocheted over those first 3 stitches leading up to the corner. Now this might look confusing because there's a chain 2, but those aren't stitches we're going to work into directly. We're going to work into the space. So we're going to do 2 half double crochets this time into the space. So we're decreasing the number of half double crochets we're doing in the corner now. We did 3 last row. This time we're going to do 2. Chain 2, and then 2 half double crochets again. Now, there we go. This first stitch out of the corner is really hard to work into sometimes, so you have to kind of pull the stitches you just did out of the way to work into it. But now we're ready to work in each of the top, or the top of each of the half double crochet stitches from the previous row all the way to the next corner. And I will tell you how many stitches that is from corner to corner as soon as I get there and I can count it, because I have not been counting so far. Okay. Da 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 da. There we go. So we made it over to the next corner, and if I do my 2 crochets, my 2 half double crochets in the corner before that chain 2, that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 stitches in total for each side of this row. So I chain 2 now to make the next corner. 2 more half double crochets. Find that first stitch. It's really difficult to find. Sometimes I just... On the teddy bear pattern, I didn't even bother finding it. I was like, I'll just make everything 1 stitch shorter than what it should be. And it worked up fine because all the sides were the same anyway, so it didn't matter. But I'll try and be proper on this one and regret it later and be like, why did I do this? All right, 1 half double crochet all the way down the next side. New emotion. How's it going? Lovely Ken on Twitch. Okay, yay! I know who you are. It's been a very pleasant rainy day. I don't think it's raining right now. It was raining like all day long, but I think it cleared up in the evenings. Now it's just a nice summer night. Cozy vibes. But it rained literally the entire day. So. Did I do this right? I must have. I think I did anyway. I don't know. Let me count. You know what I think I am gonna do? I think I am gonna do it. I'm gonna gonna rewind. I'm not gonna do it the way I said. Okay. So I am gonna... I'm just not even gonna bother with that second stitch on the corner. Like, that first stitch out, because it's so hard to get to, and I feel like I miss it half the time. I'm just gonna skip it. Just skip it and work in the next stitch. As long as you skip that first stitch after each corner, they'll all work up the same anyway. It'll be fine. I think it's just more comfortable to do that. Like, it just is. But, you know, I'm crocheting live, so I'm making this up as I go, you guys. Based on a different pattern. Yeah, that's what I did. I missed a stitch anyway. Didn't even matter because I missed a stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let me work up this one side without trying to tell you guys what the heck I'm doing. And see if I like it better. Sorry, that took me a long time to finish that sentence. Anyway. I love the heat. I will never be one of those people. It's like, I know it's so hot. No, it's not me. Not my thing. I'll take the heat. I love it. I love summer. I know, most people are like, oh my god, fall! But, like, fall's great and all, but it's not summer. It's not as good. It just isn't. Okay, so this is the stitch that I missed before. Do I want to work into it, or do I want to just skip it, too? These stitches before the corners just look stupid. Yep, I think I'm gonna skip the stitch before the corner and the stitch after the corner, just because I think it makes it cleaner. Alright, so skip that stitch before your next corner, and skip the one after it too, because it's a POS. And I don't like it, so we're just gonna skip it. Okay, so now for side to side, if you skip those corners, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 in total on each side. If you skip the stitch before the corner and the stitch after. So normally it should be 18, but we're skipping those because we don't want to deal with them. Just because, like, they're weird, so I'm not gonna bother with it. I don't care. It's my crochet project. I can do what I want. Alright, 2, chain 2, 2 half double crochets again. We're almost done with our square, too, you guys. Coming together. It's been challenging my brain to try and explain it, because usually I just, like, do it, and I'm like, as long as I do it the same, who cares? If it didn't melt so easily in the heat, I would probably love it more. That's true, but... July is my favorite month. It's right smack dab in the heart of summer. And August gets tainted with back to school, even though it's like truly the right smack in the middle of summer. Society has ruined it. Okay, 2 half double crochets, chain 2, 2 half double crochets into my last corner here. Skip the next stitch and half double crochet into the following stitch. Okay, so now we're coming up on the start to this row, and then we'll be ready to begin our last row. So I'm just half double crocheting. Oh crap, I did something weird. Half double crocheting all the way down. Cool. So now I'm going to join with a slip stitch to that very first half double crochet I made in the row I just did. here is our square now, our little diamond, if you will. So, her little ears pop out, so it looks really cute. So next is our last row. This will be our final row. And we're going to start it the same as the last row. We're going to chain 1, yarn over, and half double crochet in the exact same stitch that your chain 1 is coming out of. Then, you're going to half double crochet all the way down to that next corner. And again, just skip you're going to skip the stitch right before the corner, and you're going to skip the first stitch after as well. So we're not going to worry about those. This time though, we're going to just do 1 single crochet, chain 1, 1 single crochet. And that's it. Or you know what? Let's do chain 2 still. Give it a nice crisp edge. See how that looks. Oh, except I made it all loose and stupid looking. Boosh. Okay, so this little stitch right there is what we're skipping. I'm gonna go in the stitch after it. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 stitches before the chain 2. And then we start our other side in the corner. So that's it. 17 stitches. Let me make sure this is right for the second time. 2. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. It works out. Woo! As long as it's the same on all sides, that's all that matters. Okay, so we just have like 1.5 more sides to make before this square is done. So anyway, back to Animal Crossing projects. I can't recommend Slim Kirby's project enough that he's been doing on YouTube. I've turned it on every time I'm able to and just been lurking mostly. But it's a super fun project. Feels like summer, Animal Crossing, and definitely inspired me to open up my New Horizons game and do some redesigning, which I redesigned my kitchen and I redesigned my spare room where I just like theme it randomly. I made it like a cozy guest room. It's kind of like a, I don't know, I just think of it like the ultimate space for like if it's raining outside and you want to be cozy. Okay. I don't know, the ultimate comfort space. Alrighty. So we're almost done with our Tutu granny square. She was a trip, but she came out in the end. Alright, so I have 1 stitch to go. Cool. And now I'm gonna slip stitch into the top of that first single or half double crochet I did. And then I'm gonna fasten off, leaving just a little tail to sew in. Like, this doesn't have to be anything crazy. And then I'm gonna weave in my yarn tail. Weaving in my yarn tail cause it's so cool and stuff. Okay. Amazing song lyrics, I know. Like, wow, she's so original. Okay. I don't know that you guys really need to see me weaving this tail. It's so interesting. Okay, so I basically, now that's woven in, there's Tutu. And if I don't want her ears to just flop completely, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take just a little bit of my blue yarn and I'm just gonna tack, ooh, okay, I'm just gonna tack each side down. So I just push it down where it normally would fall. And I'm just gonna make a couple little stitches to hold it in place. And then again, tie a double knot back here, because actually I'll tie a triple knot. Double, triple, do whatever the heck you want to do, as long as it's secure. Yeah, so then that will stay flat and it won't curl in and do wonky things that we don't want. So yeah, I'm just adding a couple little whip stitches. I added 2 on the other side, but I'll do 3 on this side just to be ballsy. I'm so ballin'. Okay, and then we're gonna knot that off. And she's done! Yay! We have our little Tutu granny square. So, isn't that fun? So yeah, if you want it to be like, if I were making something different, I would probably have her face be in the middle of the square this way, but because of the way these bags work up, I think it's better to have it in a diamond shape. So, yay, she's done! I think she turned out pretty good. Her ears probably could have been a little bit smaller, but that's okay. Like, you know, if I make another bear, I'll probably make them a little smaller, because I have other bears in my town, but it's really not that big of a deal. It looks cute either way, so there it is next to my face for reference. Yay! Okay, we made Tutu! How fun, you guys! And it took us like an hour, I think, I want to say. And that was like figuring everything out and messing up and pulling some things out. So like once you have a pattern, it takes less time than an hour. And now I'm going to stretch my thumb. I need to be massaging the scar on my thumb. You can't really even see. It was right there. The surgery. I mean, this camera's not great anyway, but I think I just need to stretch. Which you should stretch before and after you do any kind of work like this, regardless. I left for like 15 minutes to clean up dishes and take out my laundry, and now it's a whole square. The square part really does work up fast because you're just making rows, you know, and it's only 3 rows. Like every square is 3 rows. That's it. Yeah, hot thumb stretch action. I know, this is what you guys came for, right? Anyway. So yeah, I have some villagers that are gonna be kind of weird. Like, I have several chicken villagers that I love. I have Goose and Ava. And I'm like, they're not circles, so it's gonna be a little questionable, I think. But I'll figure it out. I'll make it work. But everybody else, I think, will be fine. Let me just pull up my villagers really quick. You get some sweet... Oh, okay. How do I view my neighbors? Alright, so wow, you can really see that. This camera's so bad. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. You can kind of see. So I have Tutu, Grizzly, Rasher, Hazel, Unibrow. I need to get her out of here. My newest neighbor's Chester. I also have Rald, Rilla, I also need to get out of here. And I have Ava and Goose, like I said, but... Oh, I have Cody, too. I didn't say that. Yeah, most of them are around. I don't know. I'm gonna start streaming like this. Be like, hey guys, welcome to my stream of Animal Crossing. It's like camcorder LPing all over again. I miss the days. This is hot action. Whoa. Oh, look, you even get my face reflected. See up my nose? Super fun. Alright, anyway, time for a Pez. Thematic. Anyway. Wow, that's like all I planned to do tonight. Was this one square. So, we might just keep this short and sweet. I don't know. Because I think she's good. And yeah, once we have, you need 13 total squares to make this bag. And so, because you have 10 neighbors and 1 character, that means, like, you could make yourself, or you could just say, screw it, I don't need my character to be in it. You could just make your 10 villagers and have them be, like, they're 5 on the front, 5 on the back, and then, you need 1 for the bottom and 1 for each side. Those could just be blanks or whatever. You could even do like a fossil or something, because you're not going to have enough villagers or whatever. So, neighbors, whatever you want to call them, people. Anyway, but yeah, that was creating Tutu. So super easy in the grand scheme of things. I mean, the most challenging and the most fun part of doing something like this is making it like the embellishments. So like, because really all it is a circle of, you start with 8 half double crochets, work up to 16 on the next row, work up to 24 on the third row, work up to 32 on the last row. So it's 4 rows in total for the circle, and then you work up the square. And it just follows, you know, you do corner, 7 stitches, corner, 7 more stitches, corner, 7 more stitches, corner, 7 more stitches, and then you get the little square frame, and then it works up really fast from there. So, but that's how it works. That's it. Tutu, she ready to go. She happy. She's a square. Let me know, I guess, you guys, in the comments or wherever, if you're interested in me selling single granny squares. Like I said, they'd be cute in like a frame or something. I don't know how much, you know, the backside is like this. It's not amazing, but that's because it's meant to be covered. So I don't know. You guys let me know if you're interested in something like that, because I would certainly work up some of these for the shop. It's hard to make bigger pieces for the shop and actually get any sort of profit on it whatsoever, because crocheting takes a lot of time. As you know, like, look, this took like an hour for 1 square, and we need 13 of these, so that's like 13 hours plus connecting them, plus adding the straps and all that, plus, you know, coming up with a pattern. Like, if you were paid, like, say this project probably takes like 20 hours in total, even like, you know, you're not gonna, if you went by minimum wage, you'd be kind of screwing yourself over. Like, this is not a minimum wage job, I wouldn't say, but like, say you did like, oh, $20 an hour to cover materials and labor and everything else, it's like, whatever, 20 times, well, 20 times 20, right? 20 times 20. So it's a lot. It's like, you're probably not gonna get that much money. Like, you're not. But that's what it's worth, to be real. So it's like, it takes a long time. I had somebody who was a seamstress once tell me, like, by the end of it, you make like 50 cents an hour for what you do. And it's true. So that's why it's like, you know, bigger projects are just like, I tend to make myself the bigger stuff, or like as gifts for family or whatever. I don't tend to sell a lot of like bigger projects, but like I feel like a granny square is small enough, it'd be fine. Like that would not be such a huge undertaking to be like, oh my god. So anyway, but I'm gonna go ahead and close out, keep this short and sweet because it's been like an hour and 20 minutes now. Etsy does take a small percentage from profit. It's not very much though. I've met a lot of artists that are like, I'm not going to use Etsy because they charge 20 cents a listing. And I'm like, it's really not that bad. Because a listing lasts like 4 months. So 20 cents every 4 months I feel like is not that bad. And as far as like percentages, I don't remember the exact percentage that they take, but it's not bad at all, I don't think. I mean, it keeps me from having to host and pay for a website myself and a store, which is always more expensive than just having like a blog style website, if you will. So I really don't mind it, but some people are like, I can't do that. So, anyway, ooh, enjoyed my donut and coffee while watching. I'm gonna get some food here myself. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten since like lunch, which I had a late lunch, but still. So I think I might make some ramen, get cozy, turn on a movie. I don't know. But anyway, you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. I hope you've enjoyed this little crochet segment. It was kind of a tutorial, but more of a like, this is how I make a pattern example and just kind of a hangout. But I might do another one of these in the next few days on here. Within the next few days. Just because I'll have some time. And if I don't, oh well. No, if you do follow me on Twitch, I will not be doing Friday Night Mario Party this week. I have a commitment on Friday, so I'm not going to be streaming that day at all. But that'll resume next week. So if you guys are not on my Twitch page or you're interested, whatever, Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern is when I've started playing Mario Party again. So, excuse me. Anyway, alright guys, it's been super hot. I will see you next time, whenever that may be. So take care of yourselves, have a good night, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye everybody.